It's Fillin and Chillin number 4. What do we have here today? A Western Rattler 357, and it also shoots 35 caliber pellets. It has an adjustable velocity setting back here where you can switch between pellets and slugs. And this thing, as much more compact as it is than the Texan, is actually more powerful than the Texan. It has a 15 round internal revolving magazine, which is pretty cool. I guess it has an air system in it. I don't know 100% about this thing all the way yet, but it has an air system in it that rotates the cylinder for, it functions in semi-auto. Cool thing about it is it has a built-in suppressor, so I don't have to buy anything aftermarket on that. 35 caliber hits with authority. The pellets are pretty strong, but I put some slugs through this thing, and you can feel the recoil coming through this thing. It was moving my steel back pretty well, so yeah, this thing hits pretty hard. Let's go over some of these slugs. These are the 308, and that's what them compared together with the 357. So they're the same height, but this one is 14 grains heavier than the 308, and these are on the lighter side. They were recommended by the company I bought it from to go with those. Check out these ones too, hollow points. So I just went with these ones first. Apparently they can take bigger slugs. They can take ones that are like, I don't know, 30 or 40 grains heavier. I'm not 100% sure on that yet though, because people mentioned that with that internal mag, some things don't fit, so it's kind of like a clearance issue. And these are just rounded, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna go check on the compressor real quick. All right, and then for pellets, I'm pretty sure these are the exact same. I think they're the same company making them. The Diabolo and these FX, they look identical. I mean, it could be, this is the Diabolo, that's the FX. It could just be a, maybe it's like a placebo effect or something. I swear these FX ones work just a little tiny bit better. Not by much, but I've shot those enough, or maybe it's the fact that I shoot so many of the FX ones that, like, if I get a bad 1 or 2 flyers on the Diabolo, that, like, I'm giving them a bad rap. Well, not really bad rap. I'm pretty much saying they're the same thing, just a little bit, the other one's a little bit better. But maybe I'm being a little too hard on it, personally, because, you know, just the usage. I don't use those ones nearly as much. If it had an issue, then I just go, oh, it's probably those pellets. But maybe if I try those out more, because now I got a ton of those for the 30 cal, because the FX ones must just be like gone now or something. I don't know what's up, because I keep ordering them and I'm getting subs from different companies, so I don't know what's up with that. But I'll have to try those out, because that's what I have now. So we'll see after like 10 tins how those work out compared. But here are the polymer tips. These things are huge. Friggin' the 22s can pretty much fit in this thing. It's crazy. Alright, so yeah, I'm just filling up my tank, topping it off. It was at 3,400 PSI, but this thing's kind of finicky. The gauge is kind of crazy because it has so much red on it, but up to 150 bar is red. From 0 to 150, because you don't want this thing to run under 150 bar. I guess it has an issues where it'll, like, if it runs lower than this rear regulator up here, that it like leaks out or something. I'm not 100% sure. But on this you got green and yellow. The yellow is actually where you fill it to. Green is pretty much where you're going to need to like be. That's where you're close to filling up. I don't know why that's green. It should be reversed. And then red's overfill. So this goes up to 4,500 PSI. I'll be right back and turn on the compressor again. So you want to kind of keep this thing topped off at all times, and you don't want to let it run anything under pretty much 2,000 PSI. So you kind of have this fine threshold where I'm at the point where I kind of want to it's either going to have to be tethered, or I want to run my compressor up a couple hundred more PSI to the actual 4,500 PSI I can do. Because if I'm only doing the 4,200, I really do want the extra 300 for this gun if I'm not going to tether it. That'd just be really nice to have, because this thing, I'm going to have to play with it and find a sweet spot. Someone already mentioned it's around 800 feet per second. This is at like 9, it was at like 930, 950 where I set it. But I might bump it back a little bit and see if it likes 800 a little bit better. I mean, I've only shot like 4 mags, and 2 of them were to sight the thing in. So we'll see how that goes for accuracy. Plus the range is still in progress. That's almost done. Hopefully by like, well, this video will come out like Sunday, so hopefully it'll be done by then. If not by then, it'll be done probably like Wednesday. So a couple more days. I already showed all the paper targets. I'm gonna hard boil those eggs. Johnny BB Gunner mentioned hard boiling eggs, and I'm gonna shoot those and explode those. Oh, paper challenge. So I kind of want to take 2 reams of paper. I'm gonna duct tape them all the way around and leave, you know, just this much of them stacked. I'm gonna try and shoot through them like that. That way I can get, you know, more use out of it, hopefully. I'm hoping it works that way as well. I mean, I'm gonna duct tape it to keep it all in place, but we'll see what happens. I kind of want to try with the air guns again, and then move up to firearms, just see what it does. Yeah, I got this Vortex Venom scope. Oh, so speaking of scopes, I'll do that in the next Fill and Chill, I guess, or Fillin and Chillin. The one thing that really bugs me on it though is as I'm mounting it and then I turn the thing upside down, it has a nice big Made in China sticker on it, which I didn't really like. If I'd known that was Made in China, I probably wouldn't even bought it. Does that piss anyone else off? It really pisses me off seeing that crap. Alright, well, hopefully I'll fine-tune this thing, and that compressor's about to shut off, and then we'll have some devastation coming up soon. Just kicked out. So, let's wrap this up, and we'll see you in the next Fillin and Chillin. Bye.